Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
But damn,
Quite a bit of Coca-Cola.
I
But
love it. As you can see, we only have one light on today.
because the other one was broke.
I did it on purpose
Mm.
to create some sort of a sensual feeling in this in our space.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's about time.
Yeah. So you did it to create an essential feeling.
No, a sensual.
A sensual
Yeah,
feeling.
feeling. Yeah.
Oh, so it's the one light that does it for you.
It does.
Okay.
It really does.
You know they come with off switches. A simple.
Okay.
Oh,
It is okay.
all right. Didn't have to break it.
No problem.
Didn't have to break it. Let's get into things. Young World. Young World. I am Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is the Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Thank you for coming for another week, another edition, another episode of a
Woo!
podcast with two of your
Woo!
two of your favorite guys that are trying to make it in this world.
Woo!
Make it big, really.
Hell yeah.
Sign autographs,
Hell yeah, brother.
kiss babies on their forehead.
You think you'd do that?
What, kiss babies?
Yeah, like let's say if somebody came up with a baby and they're like, "Oh my God, Carlos, I love the podcast so much. Can you please kiss my baby?"
I'd be like, it ain't mine, is it? Be like,
And if
fuck.
I'm sure it is, I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, what the fuck, Carlos? That's actually that looks
It's
exactly
oh,
like
baby,
you."
I take this baby back and leave me the fuck alone. I've never seen you a day in my life. Leave me alone, Keisha. I mean, fucking woman I never seen before. Fuck out of here.
Oh
I
my
kiss
God.
babies. I don't know if I kiss babies. Maybe. Well, I don't know.
I would
Yeah,
definitely-
no, not kiss babies. I think take a picture with a
Yeah,
kid.
you'd definitely pose with a baby,
Yeah.
right?
How
You'd
about
be
I
like,
yeah, make like a 10 hut. Like,
yeah, 10 hut.
you know, just hut.
You're throwing a football.
Yeah, exactly. And then I throw it back to the lady
Yeah.
or a guy, because single fathers are out there too.
That is a serious issue.
Is it?
Yeah, of course.
Would you really?
I think any single parent is an issue.
Well, it's not for the issue for the other parent because they pieced out. Deuces. Not my problem.
It's messed up.
Well, that's the world we live
Messed
in. It's
up.
a messed up world.
It really is.
Mad world. Doom, 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 doom. All right. So after that horrible and terrible take on issue that clearly matters, Ryan, you want to say something to the children?
Yeah, I just want to say happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to another episode with Carlos and I.
Mm.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. I
We
feel like
do?
a lot of stuff definitely happened this week. A lot of sports. Just what's going on with the next 2 weeks. Just because we do have a little bit of an issue.
An issue.
But
No magazine.
yeah, definitely thank you for joining us for another episode. It's not as if we're being canceled or I know Carlos wants to get canceled. But
It just brings attention, you know, and
we're definitely not getting canceled, or we're not going to be canceling our show. It's really just, we'll talk about it.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Thank you for being here. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for being here. Had a really shitty week this week.
Why is that?
It was just a really shitty week.
What deems a shitty week?
Just work being bad.
Is it work?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's just
Tell
like
me about it.
the customers this week were just fucking horrible. Like I've never had so many rough customers, and so like I usually have a once a week type of situation, but it was
Mhm.
like back to back this week, like day after day after day. It's just like, God, we're just presenting you a fair settlement, and it's not that the difficulty comes from me repeating myself again and again and again.
Mhm.
Like I tell you the situation. You ask me what the situation is, and I tell you. I give you an answer, and then I say it's slower the second time, slower the third time. I add examples, and I keep repeating myself. It's just like, come on. I said what I said. Are you gonna take the goddamn money or not? And then today, there was a scenario where a person got the settlement at a very fair value for a 2022 car.
Oh,
I
brand new.
presented brand new, very
Damn.
fair. Their problem was that they didn't want to pay to re-register the car back on the road for their new vehicle. But I'm like,
okay.
we're not responsible for that shit.
Yeah.
That's not us. That's the government. We're not taking that money.
Yeah.
Your car got stolen. We're giving you money for the car. We're not responsible for your license plates and shit.
Yeah.
The fuck? Come on.
That's tough, man.
It's
I get where he's coming from, but he can't be blaming you for that.
Is that not me? Is that not me?
That's
I
not
didn't
you.
do it.
No.
There's only so much we can do.
Is this guy like new to Canada? Like this person?
No,
Okay,
full fledged.
He's probably just pissed. He or she was probably just fucking
It was just
pissed.
probably like I assume so, because I mean, like, I've never heard this complaint ever. I've never ever heard this complaint. I deal with a lot of claims like this, never in my life. So I'm like, why is this even an issue?
Yeah.
And they want to speak to my manager. What the fuck is my manager? They're just gonna tell the same thing that I told you.
We don't do that.
We don't do that shit.
Sorry, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah. I should have just said that. Bitch, this is Wendy's.
But
if you don't want a fucking
Wendy's.
Baconator, get the fuck off my phone. Jesus. I need to relax.
Do you get where they're coming from though?
I get that they don't want to spend money, but my thing is, it's a car.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend money regardless.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get pissed off at me when you buy gas for it too?
Yeah.
Huh? You fucking idiot. When you go for a goddamn oil change, is that my responsibility too now?
Yeah.
No.
Ridiculous.
It's insane. All right? Stop blaming people for your actions. Your car got stolen, all right?
Yeah, you didn't have to buy a car.
You didn't have to buy a car. Uber is very much everywhere.
You could Uber. You could buy
You
a
could
bike.
Uber. You could TTC.
The amount
That's
of
a
money.
thing.
The amount of money the insurance policy gave him.
Right?
Easily could have bought himself a bike.
It's so good money, and the money is so good. All they have to do is, okay, yes, I accept the money, but they're not going to take it because they don't want to spend licensing money, which is much
How
less.
much is like the licensing money nowadays?
It's like what, roughly like I don't even think 1,000,
Mm.
because it's license plates you have to get. You have to register,
okay.
re-register for the road. So what,
Safeties and
like
all that.
500 maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
Over 55K that she's gonna get?
Yeah.
Come on. $500? That's what we're going over? Really? You need to get your priorities straight. If you're gonna hold up something for over $500 versus the 55K, I can mail to you literally at that time. I could have been like, all right, let's get it. I will mail you the check right now.
You're complaining to the wrong dude. You can't blame.
Don't take it up with me. Talk to Service Ontario.
That's just life, though, man. You know what I mean? Like
they always have to find somebody.
Because, like, in this case, like the person gets their car stolen, and then obviously you're already upset because you got your car stolen.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Okay, now it's an inconvenience of me, but now I have to pay again to get my car back on the road."
Right.
When I already did this, but it was
Right.
out of my control because it got stolen.
Like if you,
So I get that.
yeah,
But you have to understand that these things are just inconveniences to everyone. Like
everyone.
just a thing. Like,
It's like if Ryan's computer got stolen, he'll go through insurance to get for the parts, but he still has to pay for like registering for programs that he might have gotten before.
Mm-hmm.
He has to re-register for he may not even get money back for all of the products.
Yeah.
The full price.
I would probably have to build it again.
Yeah.
Like they'd probably just give me the money for the actual parts, but like I would have to build
it
again.
all over again.
And like the inconvenience of that is enough for like.
When in your life have you ever had to report something as stolen and you got everything back? No problem.
Yeah.
You have to pay. That's life. Whenever it's an inconvenience, someone always wants to capitalize on it.
Life, baby.
That's life. Get used to it. Well, that's my week though. That's shitty.
Tough, man.
It's rough.
That's tough.
How's your week been? You know what? Let's move on from that because I don't want to hear it. And you know what? You're a piece of shit because you're not really.
Yeah, what do you want me to lie to you? Oh, you know what?
Fine.
I had a terrible week.
Yeah. Fuck off. I need to
I
relax.
had a terrible
again.
week.
Speaking of relaxing, guess what I did on Monday?
What did you do on Monday?
Float therapy. I did float.
And for those for our
therapy.
audio listeners, I am in shock.
I did it.
I
did
am
it.
fucking hype.
I did it.
That
I,
is amazing.
I
Wait, so first off,
yes, please.
you did float therapy on the Monday.
Yes.
You came into the studio on Thursday.
And I am.
All still hot.
Yeah. And guess
Well-
what I'm doing this weekend? Because I got an introductory package, a good deal.
Tell
So
me.
yeah.
Tell me the experience.
All
Tell
right.
me like step by step,
Step
your
by
whole thought
step.
process into actually going into it.
Yeah.
That you bought it. Why did you buy it? Why did you finally make the decision? You know what? I'm gonna buy this, and then the journey to
All right.
what is it?
So I'm at home on a Monday, Labor Day Monday. Stat holiday. I'm bored as shit. Got nothing to do during the day. I figure it's either I do something else, or I'm just gonna end up going on my special accounts. Leave that to your imagination. And so I'm online. I'm looking around, see what's good on Monday, and I figure, you know what? I've been interested about this float therapy situation. Maybe I should check it out. So I look online, I see what's everywhere, and I see a place with some decent rates, and I found a place in Markham
Pretty close.
called Float Valley is the name of the spot.
That's a nice name.
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah, it's a nice name.
Yeah.
So I go, I book my appointment, and I go there. They actually had an earlier appointment, so they texted me to say, hey, you can come in earlier if you want. I'm like, great. So I'm driving. I park up in front. It's across from Markville Mall.
Okay.
I've never been to that mall. I'm like, yeah, I should go in there one day. It looks massive. So I park up. I go in. They ask us to take your shoes off before you enter. Like, there's a little cubicle there. You put your shoes and whatnot.
Oh wow.
And
They're run by Asians.
White people.
Oh.
White people.
Okay.
The typical soothing music plays in the background. They ask you to whisper, because it's a therapeutic vibe.
Oh.
So it's like,
wow.
Welcome to Float Valley. How can I help you? You got tanks or what? It's like, what? I booked an appointment. Where's my goddamn tank? It's like, sir,
Lower your voice.
lower your voice. Relax, calm down.
We are in a therapeutic
Let's start it back from the top.
space.
All right. What's your name? If you ever raise your hand at me again, I'm gonna fuck you up. My name is Carlos, and I want my goddamn tank.
Yeah. What's your last
Oh.
name, Carlos?
You know what? You're asking way too much information.
What are you, the feds?
Yeah. What are you, a cop? You're asking way too much information. It's none of your goddamn business. Well, I see you're booked up right here. So they give me a quick little tour of the place. Beautiful spot, I must say.
Really?
Yeah, nice little
Like really
spot.
high end,
Yeah.
modern
Oh,
looking.
dude, it's
They
great.
spent a lot of money on a place. Okay.
Yes.
Was the actual place like big?
I wouldn't say, but it was like medium-esque. They just have
Okay.
like a few separate rooms. So they
Okay.
have like a sauna. There's like a modernized sauna, and then like your regular heat-filled sauna. The modernized sauna is cool because it doesn't heat you up really. It's a heat-up sauna, but it's not like the typical saunas that like fucking scorch
Yeah.
you and make you sweat. It's just like it's medium warm.
Okay.
You sit there, you can sit with someone else, and you watch, like, they have a TV in that sauna. You can watch shit together,
Oh, very
like
cool.
a Netflix, YouTube, and shit. They have like those body sauna things where you go in like a tube and like they cover you, and you stay in there for like half an hour. You can burn like 600 calories.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I'm like, God damn, 600 calories. That's crazy. And then they take me to my room where the tank is. And they asked me if I wanted music or any lights. And I said, no. Put me in a pit of absolute darkness, just like my life has been this past few years. And I'm like,
She's like, please whisper, please.
Please whisper. And also, we also have therapists actually here. Nah, that tank is my therapist now. Now get the fuck out of my room. I'm about to get naked.
Damn.
So they want you to shower first.
Okay.
You should take a quick shower to wash off the oils because, it's a tank.
I got it.
And they give you earplugs.
So water doesn't get in your ear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're in there for a minute. And it was booked for an hour.
I open up, absolute darkness in there. I'm like, here I go. I close that motherfucker.
How big is the actual tank?
It's actually pretty like.
And is it just like laying on its side?
It's
Like, is it on the floor? Or is it
it's
on
on
a
the
table?
floor. It's on no. It's like a literal like tank, like bolted to the floor tank.
Okay.
It's like 2 of these desks.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I got a pretty
and
big
it's high
desk
and
for
it's
anyone.
tall. Yeah.
Okay.
So I go in and I lay down in absolute silence.
Wow. That's fucking
And I'm
wild.
floating in there.
Because there's so much salt in the water, right? Okay. Wow. That's
So I'm just
fucking
like,
nuts.
whoa. And I
Never
close
felt
my
like that
eyes.
before.
I close my eyes and I'm like breathing in and out, focusing on my breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes in, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this? All this goddamn time? Nah, I have to make up for the other 50 minutes. I'm just shaking myself. I'm just like, it's actually pretty cool. I'm floating. This is great. But I'm sitting still. So I'm like, all right, let me do the focus again, Carlos. Relax. I just nothing. Still nothing after
Still
a few
nothing.
moments.
It's okay.
So I'm like, all right, fuck. So I sit up for a bit.
You can
And
sit up?
yeah. There's enough room you can sit up. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
sit up,
okay.
and I'm like, whoa, because I'm worried I'm hitting shit. I'm just like, oh. Fuck,
Are
what
you
the fuck?
floating though?
Yeah,
while you're
like
sitting up?
when I sit up, I can go to the floor, and
Oh,
it like the water just covers my legs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. So your ass is on the floor.
Yes,
Okay.
but then if I go back, like
Then
I
you
move
start
a bit,
floating
but
again.
I float again,
Wow.
instantly.
That's wild.
And then I go back, and I'm breathing in, and now I'm like I'm feeling like a bit of a trance I'm in. I'm like, oh,
Really?
holy fuck,
So it took
this is-
about like you think
yeah, it
estimated
takes
like
you a
20
few times
minutes
because you have to get used to shit,
Yeah.
right? And then I'm thinking about past shit, like fuck, I don't want to go into work tomorrow and shit. But then I'm just like, I ignore everything. I'm breathing in and out, and I'm like, whoa, this is okay. And I'm in there, and it was supposed to be for an hour, but I was in there for like an hour and a half, and these motherfuckers never noticed. I think they just forgot about me.
You think?
I think so.
Or they were like, "Oh, we're gonna charge this motherfucker."
Can you? I'll be like, no, they didn't. Luckily, they didn't though.
Hour and a half. That's a long time,
It's
man.
been a minute, and
That's a
I
long
get
time.
out. I'm like, what the fuck? What time is it? And I look at my watch. I'm like, holy shit! And then I'm like, why do I feel the same? I'm like, that's weird. They asked me how it was. I'm like, oh yeah, it's good. I had no right to be like, no, this is bullshit. Fuck this place. But on my drive home, I'm like really mellowed out right now.
Very
I am
cool.
like calm as shit. I'm like, whoa.
Very cool.
Like I am calm, cool, and collect right now. I'm like I'm on my Hakuna Matata right now. I am whoa. So then I sit back home and I'm just like, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Wow.
Everything is fine.
That's wild.
So yeah, that was my first experience. I got a package, so I do plan on going again.
Wow.
So
What's this place called again?
Float Valley.
Float Valley.
In
Shout out to
Markham.
Float Valley in Markham. Go
Ontario.
check them out if you are interested in float therapy.
Very accommodating, very nice people. Very cool. It was nice.
Take your shoes off when you get
Take
inside.
your shoes off, and and they give you free tea and shit after.
Very cool.
Free water, And I got a package deal, so I get 3 saunas. They give me not 3 saunas. Sorry, 3
sessions.
3 sessions, and then if I do all 3, I get a free session. Plus, I get to go in the sauna for free.
Wow.
So
that is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Good for you, man.
Flow therapy, dude.
Good for you.
Wow, it was some.
So like, not to get too deep into it, but give me some of the thought process, like some of the thoughts that you were going through when you felt it.
Honestly,
the getting used to it. I don't like. Obviously, that's for everybody, and like you don't really have. We don't have to talk too much about that, but like the actual feeling of being like, hey, I'm actually in darkness. I'm like in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Did you see anything? Like, what was that like?
I mean, I was just thinking about like, what am I gonna do for the next few years, like in my life? Like, what's the next plan? You know what I mean? And then that shit like that would come to mind. Like, I was thinking about what to do for here, the podcast, like some ideas that we can do for here. Just really shit that comes to you. But then at the same time, like, there were most times where it was just like nothingness. I was just there. Like when I was in my
dark.
just pitch darkness, closing my eyes. Like I was just like laying there. I was just soothing, relaxed, mellowed out. The water's salty as shit. I got some of it in my mouth by accident. I'm like, oh my god.
They have to make it like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like there's the Black Sea where they say literally it's so much salt content where you can't not float. Like
I see. So the blacker, the saltier is what you're saying.
That's what it says. Man. I don't know.
Nice,
that's
lovely.
The thing.
That's all right. You heard it here first with Ryan. That's what
racially
Ryan,
motivated.
Yeah, that's what Ryan said. You heard it here. Oh boy. But yeah, that was my experience at Float Valley.
Very cool, man.
Yeah,
very nice. Cool. I'm excited. That's cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we can get them to sponsor the show.
Can you imagine? That'd be nice. I'd love that.
So, like, I think it's really, really cool to be able to just kind of stop the thought process of anything and everything at the time and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to sit here in this moment, like allow like the darkness just to like settle in and like have no thoughts.
Well, I mean, I usually do that on a day-to-day basis when I listen to my emo playlist, blast me some Evanescence and then just let it flow over me and get my day going.
But you're going to go again.
Yes.
And you would recommend it to other people?
I would.
Yeah.
It's weird at first because like if you like are on like the ADD scale, like the ADHD scale, it's I'm not gonna lie. Even I was just at points I was just like,
I think something
happened, but
I think our generation will have that issue.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and 100% I understand. But just if you just like honestly, if you really focus enough and just like lay there, like after I was done, I was like, huh. Okay. This is this is some good shit.
Wow.
Some good shit.
That is awesome.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then like, would you say like mission accomplished?
For the first time, I'd say it was a job well done.
Awesome.
I think if I go again, I'm hoping I have like a much better experience than the first because it was just me getting used to it. But
now you kind of know what to do.
I kind of know what to expect and shit.
Like I think,
and they have even like different rooms. They even have a room where it's like there's a bigger tank, but like they recommend the bigger tank for the people because there's more space and there's like lighting and shit.
Oh, okay.
Whereas I got the regular
what you would think of a tank would look like kind of thing. Yeah, that's crazy.
Shut me in a door and shit, and yeah.
Like I think for the next time that you go, like when you happen to get into that, when you shut that door, like your mind's gonna automatically trigger to get back into that state that you got into, where you had to focus to get into. So definitely, I would think that for the next time, it would be a much better experience.
Yeah, man. It was
so that's great. Awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that story. That's
great. Yeah, dude.
For you to be able to kind of overcome like us talking about it, and then finally make the decision to go. That's dope.
It was abrupt, and I did it. I had to do it to see it for myself, and I went for it. Mission accomplished.
I love that.
I'm mellowed out. But after this week, I'm definitely going again because this is some bullshit this week. What the fuck is going on in this world? Man, fuck you customers, man. You guys are always fucking making me my life miserable and shit. You know what? I'm going to go to a tank. And in that tank, not only will I fucking make everything go away and fucking clear out everything, I'm going to pray for you bitch ass niggas. I'm going to pray for you because you're making my life miserable. Fuck you.
So do you think like long term, do you think it would help by going in there like consistently, like once every like month or something like that? Like, do you feel like it would make you more of a more mellow person if you went more often?
Maybe I think it's possible, but I don't know if I will go as often. It depends how severe things go, but I'll go. I'll go again, and then if I get like used to it, why not?
Well, there's I was talking to Alesha about this the other day, and then a lot of companies nowadays, because they know that people need like therapeutic like services, health benefits, all that kind of stuff.
Speaking of which, I wonder if my work covers.
Yeah, exactly. So potentially, I was going to say that sometimes, even if it's not considered like quote unquote what you think therapy is, where you're sitting in front of somebody and you're talking and then they're responding, sometimes those things can be used as therapeutic moments, and then it would be valid enough for you to be able to put under your benefits. And honestly, fucking not enough of us are using our fucking benefits.
I agree.
So go use them if you have them.
They pay you for it. They take it out of
your they take it out of your paycheck
for it.
That's probably one of the biggest things. So definitely, if you do feel like needing it, Float Valley, check if your benefits cover it, because that is fucking cool as fuck. I love that.
It's great.
I love
it. It's great. It's great. It's great. I hear your brother started school this week.
He did.
Your baby brother, Mr. You know who you are, Hunter.
Schools in for fall.
Oh, you switched it up. I was like, what song are you singing? Oh, you switched it out.
No,
Okay.
but yeah, no, it's cool, man.
Did he say how it is?
No, I haven't spoken to him yet
Oh, boy.
about it, unfortunately. I actually like this week's been a fucking trip, but I gotta thanks for reminding me. But it's cool, man. Like, remember I was talking about the first day of grade 9.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, I don't know how it is in other schools, like outside of America or like in America or like anywhere in the world, but like pretty much the grade 9s,
you know, there's like they start the school and then
you don't go back. So the grade 9s that go to high school for the first time, they go a day early, and then everyone else gets to go a day later. So if you're grade 10, 11, 12, you go on the Wednesday, but then if you're grade 9, you go on the Tuesday. And
Does that happen here?
Yeah, it happened here.
For us?
It happened for us. Yeah, I didn't remember that because it's so long ago, but that's what happens.
What?
So the grade 9s go on the Tuesday, and then you go get your like student ID, and then if you paid for your gym shorts, you get your gym shorts that day, and then you get your schedules as a grade 9. So he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm going. Like, I'm kind of excited to see like everyone there and like see my boys and stuff.
Yeah,
like, yeah, of course. So I think that just reminded me of our first day because it brought back a lot of memories from being like, oh, we all rolled together. Like, there was like a group of like fucking 12 of us, I think, that went, or like 15 of us that all went together to go get our student IDs, which is really cool. And then you're like looking at all the other girls and stuff. So, yeah, man,
it was interesting times.
High school's a fun fucking feat.
But since Hunter started high school at our high school, where we graduated from.
We were the first class to do
we were the first for all. Yes, that's correct.
9 to 12.
Yeah. So to Hunter and all of you Stephen Looters out there that are starting their first year of high school, I got a message for you little shits. All right. Stay in school. Enjoy it. All right. Mm-hmm. Make friends.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher, most of the teachers there are pretty cool. So be nice to them. Don't be little shits. All right. You little shits. And if you're going to take classes, don't take the classes because they're easy. Take them because you want to make sure you want to know what you're doing for the rest of your life. They're good. There's some pretty good teachers in there, and there's some solid classes that can make you choose what you want to do in the next phase, whether it be cooking, engineering, hair. They have classes for hair in there. All right.
Like they had cooking.
All right. They had all these classes.
It was great.
All right. So really take classes that you want to enjoy, that you feel like you could enjoy doing for the rest of your life. Those optional ones, and study hard. And and one last thing, there's a few. I mentioned this earlier, but there's a few teachers I'm cool with. If you piss off some of my favorite teachers, I don't care how old you are, you little shit. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna fuck you up with words, obviously, because legally I can't fucking touch you. But I will threaten you.
Always something.
And I'll fucking puncture your tires.
Tires.
Yeah. But anyway, other than that, enjoy Stephen Lewis, guys.
Definitely.
It's a great time.
It was a great group.
All right.
Great school,
great teachers.
High school is fucking the time of your life.
It is. So make the most of it.
Enjoy that.
And don't sit in our corner. That's our Hall of Fame. That's a Hall of Fame. They should fucking bronze that corner and make a statue of us.
A plaque for that corner.
Right? That's established. It's literally established for the past 4 years. Anyway, we have to go because we're nearing our end and we have a commercial to shoot. So we'll be right back after these messages from a sponsor.
See you in a second.
See ya.
I want to go to Italy.
Do you?
I do. I definitely do.
You want to go to Italy?
Who doesn't?
Well, let me tell you about Italy. Do you like food?
I love food.
Do you like beautiful women?
I love beautiful women.
Are you into subtle racism?
No.
Then go to Italy because Italy is the perfect place for all of those things, especially the last part. Do you like beautiful sights?
I do.
Do you like beautiful beaches?
I do.
Do you like nice weather?
I do.
Are you into men walking out shirtless with chiseled chest and absolute abdominal beast of an abs? Then go to Italy because you're going to see a lot of that. Well, dudes walking around shirtless for no apparent reason with names such as Vincenzo or Mikey or Miata. Go to Italy today and you can experience all those other things.
Go to Italy.
Like a big pizza pie.
We're back.
And we are back.
I hope you enjoyed our tourism commercial.
I know the Italy won't. You're probably going to get banned, huh?
It was not sponsored by them, that's for sure.
No, they definitely have no say in terms of what we have. So, sorry, Italy. I hope the ghost still will allow us to come in the country one day.
But speaking of Italy, definitely one of the things that we did want to speak about before we end today's episode, or at least get to the close part of today's episode. Carl's potentially has some cool, great stuff that may be coming in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try and send stuff when I'm out there, but I am going to Italy, for those who don't know, for the next 2 weeks.
Forever. He's leaving us. Because once he's gone there, he ain't never coming back.
I ain't coming back.
Yeah, so.
The subtle racism is going to kill me.
That's what's going to get you. It's like, I got to stay now. Do you just call me a racial slur? I got to stay now.
I love this place. But definitely going. It's going to be my first time in Europe. And we decided to go to Italy just to, to be able to kind of see all the art, food, all that kind of stuff. So just to give everyone a heads up, I'll be gone for the next 2 weeks. We should be back, I believe, by 27th. That's a Thursday, 28th of this month. And we should have our next full episode by then, unless Carlos has any special guests that are coming in.
Or I'll replace you. I'll replace you.
All right, then.
I'll look for a replacement.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, I got to move, dude. I got to make moves or else I'm going to be caught lacking. I don't need that in my life. I got to make moves.
So
what can you do?
Would you ever want to go to Italy?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
What's the appeal?
The food.
Food?
And the women.
You like Italian food?
And women.
We'll definitely get to the women part.
Yeah.
But Italian food, you like Italian food?
Yeah.
What is it about Italian food that you like?
I like the authenticity of the spaghetti. The spaghetti. Is that how they call it? Spaghetti. That's one spicy meatball. When you're moving it.
Kicked in Italy if anyone watches this.
Oh, really? Why? Because that's unfortunate. Here, let me help you out by doing impression of one of your famous icons of all time. It's me, Mario. Mamma mia. Yahoo! How's that?
We're gonna get killed.
All right. Well, I'm looking for a new host now. So, well. But yeah, Italy. Yeah, I've always wanted to try like authentic, pizza out there, or even just like, dishes that are legit out there. I like to try out and see. And the sites obviously go on the Louvre. Maybe pull a Kanye, get my what's on the Louvre. You got banned for life on that.
That's crazy.
Well, hey. Apparently, when you're a billionaire, you don't get life passes on things. You don't get things easier. You would think.
It's crazy because where he was is in Venice, I think. And like Venice, for those who don't know what Venice is, it's like a city that's on like the lake or like on water. So they have like bridges everywhere and there's like all these tunnels and it's literally just like you're on the sea. So then Venice, you can take boats to like restaurants and like they're like taxi boats and shit like that everywhere, right? So then very romantic city. Everyone sort of goes there. The media sort of taught us that Venice is one of those like cities that's supposed to be romantic. Yeah. So I guess Kanye was up there getting his his Gawk 3000 going on.
Having
on a boat. That's so fun, man. That's such an American thing.
It's just, hey, man, it is what it is. But my thing is, he 100%, there was a guy on the boat singing while he was,
Definitely.
And then he just like, oh, sorrow. He looks down, just, Mamma mia. Mr. West, what is going on?
I love how his ass was
God
up.
Fucking, don't stop.
It's funny how his ass was out.
It was out in the picture, and it's like, and there's no defending it.
Yeah, no.
Like you can't come out with a comment just be like, man, kind of, just have his ass out.
Dropped something,
and my pants ripped, like my pants fell down. What do you want me to say?
Like, it's such an American thing to do, and I've been reading so much about Italy in the last like couple of days just because I'm going soon. it's so funny because Italians hate Americans so much.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They hate like this like overcrowded tourism, like the arrogance of like Americans and stuff like that. If you just go on the Italian Reddit, there's so much posts and so many comments from like locals out there being like, man, we fucking hate all this tourism.
I think it's because they call football soccer.
Probably.
That's where it started.
Probably that.
Yeah.
And then it just stemmed into a whole fucking web of like crap.
Hatred. You would think that they would love Americans, considering there's quite a bit of Italians in like the New York area, New Jersey as well.
Yeah,
it's quite popular with the Italians. I don't know though, but hey, hopefully they settled beef. But it is what it is. You Italians, your women are beautiful. And I wish to marry one of you one day.
I'll be out there.
Yeah,
you'll be out there. Maybe we'll make a trip. We'll make a blank trip.
The blank takes on Italy, and then we go out there. It's like, we're here. Aren't you the one that made the impression of Mario, our hero? Oh fuck, no, that was him
coming with like fucking
the pitchforks
and shit, running down Milan. But no, I'm with you. I think that the super exciting part is definitely the food. Like, there's a lot of cities out there. There's specifically this one dish that I want to try. It's called the Florentine steak.
What is a Florentine steak?
I think I've told you about it in the past.
Maybe.
So the Florentine steak is a specific cut of cow, but it's only the fucking types of cows that are in Tuscany in that area. So like, if you ever see like the rolling hills of Italy and it's like all green, those cows specifically feed on like the grass of that area, which makes like a special type of cow. And there's no other cows that eat that type of grass within that area. So then when they get the cows, there's a specific cut that's like fucking like 3 or 4 inches thick of a steak.
Does it make a cow act different or something?
It just makes it taste different. Like so
they don't have like
the meat
a
itself.
attitude or anything. So
they're probably a lot more calmer. Moron. But then supposedly it's like one of the most fucking delicious steak you'll ever have in your entire life, and you can really only get that type of steak from that region. So it's like you can't ever go to America, or you can't come to Canada and try that steak. It's really only based on that region kind of thing. And the cool thing about it is that they only serve it rare. You can't order it in any other way.
Only rare.
So even if you go to the restaurant,
there's gonna be some blood.
Yeah. Even if you go to the restaurant and you ask them to do it differently, they don't serve it to you.
Raise the back.
Literally,
like, get the fuck out of my store.
They do not serve. They're like, no, we're not going to do that here. Like, if you're going to eat it, you're going to eat a tradition, and it's the only way. And the cuts are so big that they don't even allow people to order it if you're just by yourself.
You have to be with
somebody, because then they think you're going to be sharing it. Because I think
that's the only reason why Alesh coming with you. I swear you would have went by yourself if it got like the Florentine. You just looked up online. You're like, Florentine steak cannot eat alone. God damn it! I have to fucking convince her now.
But it's like 1.2 kilograms is the smallest steak that they have.
Whoa,
1.2 kilograms.
Dude, that's a hefty steak.
A big fucking steak, man.
1.2
kilograms is normally the biggest cut that they don't cut them any smaller than
You're gonna finish all that by yourself.
No, well, obviously I'm gonna eat it with Alessia.
Okay, but how much is she gonna eat in comparison to you?
That's the game out there. And if you're not with another person, they don't serve it to you. They're
that's
like, no.
1.2. Holy
man.
shit!
There's rules to this shit. So if you do it, you have to do it properly. Otherwise, they don't serve you.
You're not eating for the rest of the trip. You're literally full yourself.
We'll see, man.
Holy shit!
I'm excited. I'm gonna definitely I don't like to take pictures of my food. I'm not one of those people, but I will definitely take a picture of the steak.
When you go to Italy, you're definitely gonna be one of those people.
We'll definitely post.
You're probably gonna take selfies with strangers and shit. 100%.
Oh, maybe with strangers for sure.
Oh Jesus Christ!
My name's R. Kelly.
Oh my God! Can you imagine you go to like a coffee shop and one coffee for R. Kelly. R. Kelly, come here. Your cappuccino is ready.
That's me.
That is I.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good trip.
I'm sure.
I'm excited to go. It's gonna be like the first traveling trip. I think it's not like a trip where you go on a resort and you kind of just hang out and relax.
You're exploring.
It's gonna be exploring.
You're gonna be
walking.
You're gonna get your Dora the Explorer on.
Literally.
Yeah.
all that kind of shit.
And fuck Google Maps. You're gonna take a regular map.
Supposedly that's a thing too, man.
Like just a map,
paper map. They serve like it's a cool like souvenir because you get a map of the whole area, but then like a lot of people use it just because sometimes I guess it's potentially easier. Maybe they have like facts on the side that tell you like, hey, this is a special spot.
Is there a treasure
or whatever? Maybe.
Wow.
I would not be surprised, man.
Get your Indiana Jones on. That's cool, dude.
But
it's interesting you mentioned cows because I heard a story that was pretty wild. So, are you familiar with cereal?
Cereal?
Yeah,
like
the breakfast
food cereal.
You know,
okay,
like
yes.
Cocoa Puffs, Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes.
American breakfast.
They're great.
American breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
So Kellogg's, the man who invented cereal, was a Seventh-day Adventist. So he was like Christian to like the maximum, where it was to the point where he was married and he wouldn't even sleep in the same bed with a woman. They never consummated their marriage.
Wow.
They slept in separate rooms.
Damn.
It was to that point. And all of his children were adopted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
8 kids.
wild.
He adopted 8 kids and he fostered 34 kids.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So basically, the way he invented cereal was that at the time, since he was not having sex and since he was seeing the, I guess it was a boom going on.
Of like children?
Yeah. Or no, not boom of children, but the like a growth in like sex and masturbation.
Oh, okay.
And he felt that because when you make beef and steak and chicken and all that, the companies are injecting some shit in there that are making people fuck like crazy.
Oh, so that's what he thought.
That's what he
thought.
A
bit of a conspiracy theory.
Okay. In a sense.
All right.
So his way of disputing that is inventing something where it doesn't depend on these companies that would put shit in your food. He would make something natural from like he'll grow himself.
Interesting.
And the very first thing he made was toasted cornflakes.
Wow.
So he's just like, eat this shit, and I promise you, our cereal now you'll never fuck again.
You'll never want to have sex again or masturbate again. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And then it blew up into this whole fucking thing.
Frosted Flakes.
Cereal's like huge,
massive.
Like I can't imagine life without cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore, but like as a kid, like that's like an iconic thing.
But have you ever had cereal then had sex after?
I have never done that. I will admit that. No.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna do it now in honor of Kellogg's, just to test the theory to see if it works.
Your theory is wrong.
You know, like, I'm gonna. I fucked the shit out of someone after Cocoa Puff. So
you're still on booty.
Yeah. Not so. What can they do? But that is the story of how Kellogg's cereal was made.
Crazy, man.
Because of sex.
I had no idea.
Sex sells, folks. I wasn't lying about that statement. Sex goddamn sells.
I like the whole like, hey, like I'm gonna adopt kids and foster them and shit like that. That's cool.
But they're not the bloodline, so who gets the money? I could be like, man, my great. I don't even know. They're probably white. They're probably white, right? I mean, like the Kellogg's kids. They're probably all adopted white kids. I mean, come on, we come from it. His pictures are black and white. So come on. Either or. But yeah. Also, sorry to go into these spiels here, but I saw a movie, documentary. Do you remember a story about a fake high school that was competing against like these high school? It was a fake high school, and they had the apparently kids who were legit adults competing against high schoolers.
That sounds familiar.
It's a story. It was a story that that I brought up maybe like 2 years ago. But basically, they made a documentary about that story and about the guy who invented the high school. The dude's a legit fucking sociopath.
Oh yeah, you have
to. He's a horrible person. So basically, he invents this high school, gets the money, and he gets some money from the kids. They pay like a tuition, but there's no legit school. They never went to classes. They're living out of hotels. And he never even paid the hotels for the rooms.
Wow.
So as soon as they ask for a check, the guy's on, but the kids are still there.
Wow, what a dick.
Yeah.
And
And then eventually when they found out the school was fake, they shut everything down. And the kids, he promised the kids like scholarship for schools and colleges. One of them ended up actually almost getting a scholarship, but when he found out they went to the fake school, they dropped it.
Wow. That's
so
crazy.
Then he's like, he practically ruined these kids' life.
So they were kids, not adults?
Some of them were like 18, but the rest of them were like well over 20.
And then he would like fake the record so that they could go up against high school students.
Yes.
That's so weird.
Right.
What kind of fucking thought process is that?
It got to the point where like it succeeded. They played the best high school football team in the country.
Crazy.
They played them, but that school beat the shit out of them. It wasn't even close. Because they had no ways, right? It was just like...
It was just like, hey, you're allowed to...
do what you got to do.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, it's called BS High. It's an HBO documentary. But it's just the way... dude, you have to look at his interviews. Just the way he looks into the camera. The way he smiles. Like, dude, there's like nothing behind it.
What's his name?
Oh, fuck, I forget his name. I forget.
We gotta look that up.
Yeah, BS High is the name of the documentary. And HBO.
Go check that out.
It's on Crave in Canada if you're a Canadian. Check it out. It's it's a great documentary. And yeah, dude, it's just the way he smiled, dude. It creeped me out. Like, I literally got the vibes of like, this has killed someone before.
Weird, man.
Yeah. How do you feel about Joe Jonas and Sophia Turner getting a divorce?
I don't really know anything about them.
All right, let's move on. Sports are starting up.
Other than he was one of the Jonas Brothers.
He is.
Oh, he is. Okay,
they're still related.
All right,
still brothers.
I don't know. I didn't know if that was just a band. Or
I'm
they were all
drifted into the water, and I over the.
They had a big run, man. Girls love them. But yeah, I don't know anything about them. So
that's unfortunate.
I'm sorry that you guys had a divorce. Did they have kids?
One child.
Oh, that's unfortunate. See, single parents, man, is an issue.
Fuck, dude. What can you do?
People make me sick.
All right.
Then you start having kids like me.
Speaking of people making you sick, there's a rumor going around that Jimmy Fallon is a toxic boss.
Really?
Yeah, allegedly.
He doesn't seem like
one. I didn't think so either, but I just read an article today saying that
oh my god, it's gonna be like the whole like
so that's the thing. I'm thinking, well, it's like maybe like a few people that felt like that. But it was from they spoke with 2 current employees and 14 former employees.
Wow.
That's quite a bit.
If they cancel his ass, that's huge.
That's massive.
Jimmy Fallon's a fucking star.
Tonight Show is the biggest talk show like ever.
That guy's a star.
Massive. His
like
videos are
celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? An A+ celebrity.
He's up there.
That's crazy.
He's up there.
Wow.
So apparently they're saying that there's good days and bad days. He would there are days where like he would scream at you for like making the littlest mistake.
Wow.
If you knew that he was in a bad mood, you knew that you had to be quiet. It was it got rough for these employees. They said that, you know, when you work for the Tonight Show as a writer, it's a dream come true because Night Show's been on for ages.
Yeah.
So that's like a staple
like on your resume too.
Right? It would be it's great. But then some of these people, these employees were like, yeah, no, it's rough.
Wow.
It's rough.
Interesting.
So that being said, while Ryan is gone, you can use this as my audition tape for the Tonight Show. All right, let's use this as a Tonight Show audition. Can you introduce me, please?
Okay.
I'll do the music.
And today we have someone special. Carlos, the OC.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Welcome to the Tonight Show with Carlos. I'm Carlos, and we got a great show for you tonight, guys. Let's talk about some recent news, huh? Let's talk about some recent news, dude. Give it up for Ryan and the Sacrilege Band. Ryan, how you doing today?
Just fine.
Always full of energy as always. Let's talk about what's going on in the news, guys. You hear about you hear what's going on there? You hear about Kanye getting that gawk on a goddamn boat? Talk about, I mean, shit. I love Italy too, but getting your dick stuck on a boat? Talk about that's amore, am I right? Oh my goodness. That must have been one spicy meatball, huh? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thanks, Ryan, you boys.
Beautiful.
This guy, believe this guy?
Beautiful.
This guy's great. Guys, come on. We gotta talk about Trump, huh? Or that orange guy. What's going on with him, huh? Is he arrested? Is he free? Is he criminal? Is he innocent? Come on. I mean, hey, I don't know who the judge is in this case, but you're fired. You see what I did there? It's it's from the show he used to do. You get it? You get it?
You would make an incredible Tonight Show host.
Ryan and the Sacrilege Band, everyone. Well, tune in to the show after this commercial break. We got a great guest for you. Pope John Paul III is going to be here, and Bob Marley, risen from the dead. We'll be right back, y'all. That's my. Thank you, man.
Beautiful.
Thanks, dude.
You got my vote.
Oh man, thanks, dude.
I think he's got to take some notes from Lizzo or something, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering, did anything even happen from that?
I believe she plans on countersuing
Okay.
for them spreading lies allegedly.
So I'm wondering if that's
we're
going to
just
happen
gonna
with
wait
Jimmy.
and see.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Crazy.
But, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Cancellations. Oh, speaking recent news aside, Canada was one of the second best country in the world.
Voted second best country in the world?
Mm.
Next to who?
I forget. I really it was like
by who though? Like who held this test?
I did.
Or this vote?
I did because I live here.
I like Canada more, like as much as the next person, but second, that's a pretty high standard, man.
Is all right. So let's go to CIC News. It was based off of 10 subcategories: entrepreneurship,
okay,
quality of life,
yeah,
social purpose, cultural influence, open for business, adventure, power, heritage, agility. What the?
I guess the ability to like move with the times.
Agility. What the fuck?
That's what I would assume.
What the hell is this? The Hunger Games or what the fuck are they going?
I don't know. That's what I would assume. It makes and movers.
Yeah.
What's I don't know what movers.
I don't know either, dude. I don't know. Where's the list? Sorry, y'all. Second best, and
was it Sweden or Norway?
I believe they had like a whole ass breakdown why Canada was the second best.
Interesting.
Too. They have like stats and heritage.
Because I know like
Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland. That's what
Switzerland was number one.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Switzerland.
I love that.
Yeah, and Sweden's number 3, Australia number 4, U.S. number 5. No, that's bullshit. Let me tell you something about the United States of America. Yeah. The only reason why they should not even be in the list in the first place is because they have Florida. Plain and simple. Have you ever read the goddamn... I just read an article today how one dude fucking tried to escape the police. He created a hamster wheel of an escape pod to go into the ocean with. He tried to go in a hamster wheel escape pod on the ocean to escape from police. That's Florida. And I read this today.
Yeah, that's the most Florida.
That's what. If it didn't even say Florida and say it, I'm like, if the Florida was even a type, I'd be like, that's the craziest story I ever heard. Then I read Florida, I'm like, oh, never mind.
That's fine.
Carry on with my day. Don't need to look into the details because it just makes sense. There's no place on earth like Florida. Okay, even the fellas in goddamn Brazil are looking at stores like, what the fuck is this place? All right. All I'm saying is the United States in this list being top 5, mind you, is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely preposterous. Over Japan, Germany, New Zealand, the UK, over the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know like the Slavic countries like get really high ratings on those things for like happiness and all that kind of stuff.
So. I demand a goddamn recount.
Yeah. United States, huh? Crazy.
Come on. Get out of here. Come on. It's all those internet streamers for entrepreneurship. That's what hit them, in my opinion. That's what I feel. Did you hear about the teen that died from the One Challenge?
No, I did not.
Yeah, one teen. So here's how the story.
I've been trying to try that chip. I just haven't had the opportunity to do so.
I don't even know where they sell it.
I remember like at certain like hot sauce stores that you'd find in like a random mall or like at a flea market stuff, they would have it there, and then you can get it off of Amazon. But yeah, that's crazy, man.
So I don't know if it was because I don't think they did an autopsy yet. But my thing, the story, how it was he took the chip, he was doing the regular choking, oh it's hot as fuck thing, and he was fine after.
Oh, and then he died afterwards.
And then so he laid down and then he died.
I'm assuming like gotta be something fucking put a hole in your stomach and then acid or something like that. That's what I would assume.
Can spice even be that bad to?
Yeah, man.
It'll
like,
kill you like that?
Like spice can be really bad, or like your body just reacts to it badly. You know what I mean? It could not. It's like the chip or whatever happened was a direct result of the chip. If he didn't eat the chip, then his body would be perfectly fine, but his body reacted in a certain way. Like I've definitely heard of like people's bodies just fucking going, man. Like you can like ulcers and shit like that from eating too spicy food.
Yikes.
So something I got to watch out for personally.
I mean, you love your spices.
Yeah, like I love my spices and I love fucking that fucking hot feeling, but that's crazy, man. I feel bad.
Yeah, it's awful
for that. It's an awful story. Yeah. Like it makes me not want to try it.
They discontinued selling.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would.
So
it would be bad if they kept selling.
Yeah,
the company would get like shit on.
Yeah, that'd be bad in bad taste.
Yeah, bad taste. Yeah, rest in peace, man. That's terrible, man. Carlos and I want like all of our friends want to try that kind of shit. We talk about it all the time for fun, right?
But we're gonna end it here. You're going to Italy.
I'm going to Italy.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Take care. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
Don't learn Italian words, please.
I got it.
No,
I'm gonna make sure that people know I'm Canadian.
Download Google.
I'm not gonna be one of those people where they're looking at me like, oh, look at this fucking American.
Just download Google
that's
Translate.
Not me. No.
Download Google Translate and just like please just use that to go around. All right.
Got it.
One more and also don't eat a lot before the plane because you don't want to be like that homeboy on the plane.
The diarrhea
plane.
No, definitely.
Can you imagine? That is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever heard in my life. I would never take a plane again after if that was me.
You gotta go, man. That's the tough part, right?
Nuts.
Like he was probably waiting in line. You don't?
I would imagine so.
You don't think he like
admittedly
he did on purpose?
Like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna. No,
yeah, and like diarrhea can't hold. No. You just have to do it.
No,
you know.
But then to turn the plane around.
Yeah, that's
Air Canada would have let that shit fly. It's just like, yo, I'm in the fucking flight. I'll deal with this shit.
Yeah, no. At that point, I would literally go to one of the flight attendants and be like, yo, you need to give me a bag. I'm gonna come into this back room. I'm gonna shit my pants into this bag. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go take a seat.
Yeah, I understand. I'm asking you for too much, but I'm about to do too much on this goddamn floor right now. If you don't get to it, but damn, that's unfortunate.
But
and he still went.
In hindsight,
he still went.
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
Oh boy,
no pun intended.
But yeah, don't eat too much. All right.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, don't drink as much. Maybe.
You know the wine out there. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that there's grapes in that area that are only grown in that area. So that wine, they had like shipped around the world and stuff like that because wine's accessible now. But like, I can't wait to try it freshly made. So I'm excited for that shit.
Oh,
it's cool.
Oh dear.
I'll be drinking a lot of wine out there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm also worried about. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, brother!
Woo! Ryan, you're not supposed to drive goddamn boat. Woo! And put the clothes on while you're driving the boat.
Trying to get my Gok.
Yeah, the Gok 3000 out here, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, safe travels, man.
Thank you.
Have fun.
We'll do.
Take pictures.
We'll definitely have some cool pictures on our social media. I'm gonna definitely be in contact with Carlos throughout the time. So
and,
we'll go from there. But yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. I can't wait to share some stories when I get back.
Yeah, I'm sure
it'll be our Italian return.
Return, and you'll have like a parade, like one of those hats and like those striped shirts that you wear. Yeah, maybe like your thinner mustache.
It'll be good.
It'll be good. But tune in the next few weeks. See what I got planned. I'll keep y'all posted. But thank y'all for joining us for this week. As usual, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And don't forget, y'all, to fill it in. And that's amore.
Peace, everybody.
That's amore.